name is Megan, and today I've got some books featuring queer couples that are straight passing for you. Alright, so today we are talking all about some of my favorite books that are queer but feature couples that kind of pass as straight, so let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, so first up I have Free From Falling. This is one of my favorite books that features a trans main character. So this is following Sydney, who is the trans frontwoman for an up-and-coming punk rock band. It's also following Matt, who is a hockey player, and they have a mutual friend in common, Elijah, who is a character from the first two books in this series. And like the second they meet, they are instant best friends, and there's kind of a little bit of an attraction between them, and like they don't really want to mess up their friendship, but also they really want to see where things go. And Sydney being trans does not matter to Matt at all. He just really likes her, and this is one of my favorite trans books. It's so happy and joy-filled, even when there are rough parts of this book dealing with transphobia and all that kind of stuff. This book is still so happy and joyful, and you just want to give these characters a hug. Next up I have Hockey Girl Loves Drama Boy. This is following two high schoolers. One is a very butch kind of a girl on the hockey team. It's also following a bisexual boy in like the drama club, and it's them kind of realizing that they like each other, but also like developing a little bit of a friendship before diving into a relationship. This is a really fun graphic novel, and it's really sweet, especially for like a high school sports romance. It's really sweet. Next up I have That Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It's a romantasy following Bree, who is a cheesemonger, and Felix, who is a bisexual werewolf. So Bree is out getting drunk with her friends one night, and somebody tries to give her a love potion. She knows what it is. She doesn't want it, so she eats it behind her, and it accidentally hits Felix, and Felix turns around and is like, whoa. He gets hit with a love potion, but also he thinks that Bree might be his fated mate, and Bree is very reluctant to do anything with Felix as long as he is under the influence of this love spell, and it's them starting to date, and it's so sweet. This one also has that representation in it, and I love this to pieces. It's one of my favorite romantasy books ever. Next up I have All the Feels. This is the second book in the Spoiler Alert series. This is following Alex, who is a TV star from a Game of Thrones-esque TV show. He got himself into a little bit of trouble, so the studio hires him a minder so that he doesn't spoil things for the end, like the series ender for this TV show. And that is Lauren, who is plus size and like is kind of dealing with burnout from her job as a nurse, and she's trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life. And her and Alex kind of have this reluctant allies kind of a thing going on. Alex is also dealing with unmedicated ADHD, and Lauren is trying to help him with that, but also it's them falling in love slowly and then all at once, and it's one of my favorite of Olivia Dade's books. This is just so sweet, and like, there's really fun fandom aspects in this because Alex writes fan fiction for his own TV show, and it's just really sweet. Next up I have Take a Hint, Dani Brown. Dani is one of my favorite characters. She is plus size, she's bisexual, she's witchy, she's really fun, and she kind of has a workplace crush on Saphir, who is a security guard at her college. And one day when they're doing a fire drill at Dani's building, she gets stuck in an elevator. Saphir rescues her, and like somebody catches it on video, and they decide to do a little bit of a fake dating thing because Saphir has a charity that he runs, and this video is getting him a lot more sponsorships and donations, and they decide to ride this out as a fake relationship while also falling in love. And it's really sweet and fun, and just it makes me smile every time I think about it. Next up I have You'll Be the One. This is a really fun book if you love K-pop. So this is following Sky, who is a plus size girl. She's bisexual, and one day there is like the announcement of a K-pop idol search in California that she really wants to go to because she can sing, she can dance, and she's been told her entire life because she is plus size that she can't do those things. So she decides to prove everybody wrong, and I love her for it. And she ends up falling in love with one of the guys that's on this show with her, who absolutely adores her, and he's bisexual as well. So this is a bi for bi romance, and like the romance isn't even like a huge part of this. This is them figuring out, how to navigate being on a K-pop idol search show, and it's one that I would highly recommend. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read. And then last but not least, if you're looking looking for something fantasy but like not super heavy on the romance, I would highly recommend Sorcery of Thorns. This is following a feral librarian. So in this society, spellbooks are like alive, and Elizabeth has grown up in a library full of spellbooks, and it's basically her job to make sure that the spellbooks don't get out. And it's also following Nathaniel, who is a bisexual wizard or a witch, and he and Elizabeth have a not so great meet cute at the library, and like from there it devolves into a really fun adventure trying to figure out who's stealing spellbooks and them becoming reluctant allies but also falling in love. And it's so sweet, and I love this book so much. It's so much fun, and you will fall in love with these characters. So those are some of my favorite books that feature queer couples that are straight passing. Do you guys have any books that you'd like to recommend? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!